Hello everyone, this is Quentin at the Ultimate Car Guy. Welcome to the channel. Have you guys ever wanted to know about the history of your favorite cars? Well, you guys are in the right place, because today is the first episode of the Ultimate Car Guy's history lesson. Today, our first car that we will be talking about the history of is the Toyota Supra. Let's get into it. The Toyota Supra is a sports car or Grand Tourer that was produced by Toyota from 1978 to 2002. It was originally a trim level for the Toyota Celica, but in 1986, the Supra became its own model. The first Supra was a trim level of the Toyota Celica. It was longer by 5.10 inches. It was made longer to accommodate the inline 6 instead of the Celica's 4-cylinder engine. Toyota's original plan for the Supra was to make it a competitor for Nissan's Z cars, which was Datsun at the time. The Supra was offered with a 123 horsepower 2-liter 12-valve inline-6 engine or a 110 horsepower 2.5-liter 12-valve inline-6 engine. The Japanese Supra was equipped with a smaller 2-liter engine so that buyers would not incur additional tax under vehicle size and engine displacement regulations. Both engines were equipped with electronic fuel injection, which was pretty rare at the time. In late 1981, Toyota completely redesigned the Celica Supra as well as the entire Celica lineup for its 1982 production year. This was known as the A60. In the American market, the engine size increased from 2.5 to 2.7 liters. It made 145 horsepower and 155 foot-pounds of torque. The engine utilized an 8.8 to 1 compression ratio to achieve the power and featured a vacuum advanced distributor. The Supra had 4-wheel independent suspension that was tuned by Lotus, and it featured variable assisted power rack and steering steering and McPherson struts up front. In 1984, Toyota increased the power of the inline-6 engine. It was making 160 horsepower and 163 foot-pounds of torque. In 1985, Toyota increased the output of this engine by 1 horsepower and 6 foot-pounds of torque. It was able to make the car go to 0 to 60 in 8.4 seconds. In May 1986, Toyota was ready to release the next version of the Supra. The bonds between the Celica and the Supra were cut. They were now completely different models. The Celica was changed to front-wheel drive, utilizing Toyota's T platform, while the Supra kept its rear-wheel drive platform. The engine was updated to a more powerful 3-liter 200 horsepower inline-6. Although only available in naturally aspirated trim in 1986, a turbocharged version of the engine was introduced in the 1987 model year. The new A70 Super engine, the Toyota 7MGE, was the flagship engine of Toyota's arsenal. Both versions of the engine contain 4 valves per cylinder and dual overhead cams. The turbocharged 7M GTE engine was Toyota's first distributorless engine offered in the US, which used coil packs sitting on the cam covers and a camshaft positioning sensor driven by the exhaust camshaft. It was rated at 230 horsepower, while the naturally aspirated 7MGE engine was rated at 200 horsepower. Owing to a large error in the factory head bolt torque specifications, all of these engines had severe problems with blown head gaskets. In 1990, Toyota gave the Supra the 1JZ engine. It was a 2.5-liter inline-6 engine that had twin turbochargers. It made 276 horsepower and 268 foot-pounds of torque. In 1993, Toyota began production of the most revered cars in the world, the A80 Toyota Supra. The new Supra was completely redesigned, with a rounded body styling and featured 2 new engines, a naturally aspirated Toyota 2JZ GE producing 220 horsepower, and a twin turbocharged version making 276 horsepower. The turbocharged variant of the A80 could hit 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds and had a top speed of 177 miles per hour, but it was limited to 112 miles per hour in Japan and 155 miles per hour everywhere else. The twin turbos operated in sequential mode, not parallel. Initially, all the exhaust is routed to the first turbine for reduced lag. This resulted in boost and enhanced torque as early as 1800 RPMs, where it already produced 300 foot-pounds of torque at 3500 RPMs. Some of the exhaust is routed to the second turbine for a pre-boost mode, although none of the compressor output is used at the engine at this point. At 4000 RPM, the second turbo's output is used to augment the first turbo's output. Compared to parallel mode, sequential mode turbos provide quicker low RPM response and increased high RPM boost. For the 1996 model year in the US, the turbo model was only available with the automatic transmission, owing the OBD2 certification requirements. The targa roof was also made standard on all turbo models. For 1997, Manual transmissions returned for the optional engine, along with a redesign of the taillights, headlights, front fascia, polished wheels, and other minor changes such as radio and steering wheel designs. By the late 1990s, sales of all sporty coupes were declining in North America, so the Supra was withdrawn from the Canadian market in 1996 and the US market in 1998. In late 2013, Toyota unveiled the FT1. This was going to be a spiritual successor to the Supra, but it was still a concept at this time. Ever since then, BMW and Toyota has been working on the new Supra and the BMW Z4. These two cars will share the same platform, and BMW has already shown the BMW Z4. The Toyota Supra should be coming out soon. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this great history lesson that your history teacher could not even muster even a little part of what I just said. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.